Welcome to B2B with Randy and Craig, where we speak to local entrepreneurs and learn about their journey. All right. Welcome to B2B with Randy and Craig, where we discuss the rise, the falls,
and the kick.
No, we're not kicking anything. Hey, we got with us today a very special guest, Spencer Cook. Spencer has an app, SoberIn40.
Welcome. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Spencer, you got to tell us the story. I mean, people do apps, but you have a very specific app. How did this happen? How did you come?
I was honestly just in a selfish mode. I was trying to figure out my own sobriety. I was trying to understand the science of addiction. And I was really just trying to figure this whole thing out for myself.
So it was a selfish act. You were
Suffering.
And whatever, and I don't want to go into the processes, worked for you. And you said, I have to share this with people.
I was really just writing down in real time what I was understanding and what was working and what I understood. And, then people in my surroundings started to ask for help, and I was just giving them, pieces of what I've written and put together. And
So
one thing led to another. It turned into this.
So you developed your own journey.
Yeah.
This is not going to AA. This is
its own flavor.
What worked for you.
Yeah,
and since then, it's worked for others.
You ever read like books that people write, but you could like tell like the top 5 books that influenced them to write that book?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is its own flavor. It's its own style.
So-
There's no steps to it.
What were you doing prior to launching an app?
Drugs.
I was doing a lot of drugs. I was doing a lot of drinking.
So no occupation wise.
No, my occupation was I was an inmate,
Oh, okay.
and I developed this in a prison cell.
So that's force. I get it, but you're forced to be sober.
No, you're not forced to be sober.
You're not forced to
That
be
was
sober.
a choice.
So again, that's a different conversation. When you're incarcerated, when people are incarcerated, I know drugs go around. We hear, but so that's a decision.
It just costs more. That's it.
Really? So it's just as available.
Just as available.
So you have to make the decision that I want to clean up my life.
Yeah, it all starts with a choice. Whether you're in there or out here.
Was it something that hit you before you got incarcerated, or as they gave you the verdict that you're?
No, when they gave me the verdict, I was just bitter. It took me about another year and a half while being incarcerated.
What was the aha moment?
The aha moment. It was a crazy story. I'll give you the fast version.
Okay.
I'm sitting in solitary confinement in Brooklyn, MDC, with a 20-year prison sentence that I signed a plea deal for. And I attempted to bribe the guard. His name was Officer Cook, same last name as mine, just with an E at the end.
Right.
300-pound Puerto Rican guy. And I would always joke with him when he would come around and feed me my food through my door that we're brothers from different mothers.
Right.
And
And he was the one person you were speaking to.
he's
so
the only human being you ever talk to 3 times a day. You eat, sleep, shit, shower in one unit. You don't get out. You know where Epstein was? That's where I was. Yeah.
Wow.
So I gave him a piece of paper and I said, go call this guy in Brooklyn, grab yourself $5,000. Get me a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue. And he looked me square in the face and he said, yeah, I got you, Cook, no problem. And he sold me. So for a whole day, I didn't want anything in my stomach because I was sick and suffering. I wanted a dry stomach. I wanted that burn. My imagination was running wild.
So excited
I
for this.
tasted the 30-year-old whiskey before it even became reality. And for the whole day, I handed in my food for lunch. I handed in my food for dinner. The whole night, I was pacing my cell like a sick puppy.
Yeah, waiting for this.
Waiting. Breakfast came. I didn't even eat my breakfast. So here I am, dry, sick, and suffering. And then he says, Cook, I got you. When you give me your lunch, your tray for pickup, I got what you need. So he opened.
He played him so dirty.
Yeah, he did. He opened up my little door inside my door, my little hole, and he opened up. He threw me the big blue book of Alcoholics Anonymous, and said, and he said, sip on that.
Really? So he really.
I didn't want to get sober. I never asked for this.
So that's when it started.
That was the plan. You set me up for that. I wasn't really going to talk about
Holy
it.
cow.
But you said that was my godly moment. But that book, I threw the book against the wall. I called them every derogatory name under the sun. And that book stayed there for like 2 weeks.
You didn't touch it.
No. And I did a year and 3 months in that unit.
Right. So finally you picked up the book.
I picked up the book, and by the time I got to page 6, I was like, holy shit. This book was written for me.
That's
You know,
that's,
and most addicts, they don't feel like anyone could relate to them. You think you're special, you think no one could understand what you're going through,
Right.
poor me, blah, blah, blah. And here I am thinking that this book was written in the 40s.
unbelievable.
And they were literally explaining to me how I felt. So I'm
so
an AA.
it's been the same.
Yeah.
It's been the same.
There's nothing new under the sun.
Same triggers, same everything. Same everything. So that police officer
Saved my life.
Saved your life.
Yeah. I didn't want to be sober. I didn't want to ask for it. I didn't have thoughts of wanting to be sober. This whole world of sobriety and a new way of life and a new way of thinking just came to me. And I took it and I ran with it. I never went back.
How long, can I ask you a personal, how long you been sober?
I've my sobriety date is September 1st, 2016.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So I'll be, September 1st will be 9 years.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So let's talk about
But sobriety is more than just drinking, not putting a bottle to your mouth and not putting a drug in you.
Tell us.
It's so much more. It's how you think. It's how you analyze the world. It's your actions. Like I can write a book on 1,000,000 ways to relapse, 1,000,000 ways to get high, right? Like there's so many things you can do in this world that are addictive behavior.
Right.
Right. It could be, you could be addicted to an iPad.
You can go screw somebody's wife.
Yeah.
That's not a sober thing to do.
No.
Right. And that's all part of being sober.
Yeah, it's the whole world.
It's having a conscience. It's doing the right
Yeah,
thing.
it's really the blueprint for how to live life.
Right.
So tell me, somebody who went through, and I'm just asking for your experience, someone who went through life doing drugs, now 6 years sober, how's your clarity? Like how do you,
Almost 9.
I'm sorry.
Nine.
Almost 9
Oh yeah, I'm so
years.
sorry. 9 years. I'm so sorry. So tell me about your clarity. Tell me.
It's so wild. And every year that I'm sober, it gets different.
better.
Like you're never you can be stagnant, which is extremely scary. But I'm an addict at heart. I can't ever. One is never enough. You know, my drug is more. Whatever you have, I want more of it.
Right.
You don't have enough of it. So I'm always elevating my game. I'm always doing more. I'm always seeking a new high. And my high
have
is,
you
is getting
converted
people
that now?
sober.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. Now it's not the
Yeah.
drug; it's converting people.
I replace the dopamine deficiency with something else in life that is healthy and rewarding.
So tell me how people find you. Tell me your journey. Tell me now that you're in business.
Yeah.
How long has the app been?
So the app has been in development for 3 years. And we launched about a year and a half ago. That was like SoberIn40 1.0. And now we're at like the 2.0 version, which is like a whole nother level.
So you're on both Android and Apple.
Yes.
What did you find as far as stoppages? Were there any complications that either of them gave you that prevented you from launching sooner, or?
No, it's just honestly just perfectionism.
In your own head,
Yeah,
or what you were looking?
it's like you're holding a book, right? Like people write books, right? Like it's like, when are you going to release the book? When do you think the book's good enough?
Right.
So for app developers, when you release that app, it's go time. You know, but there's always updates, and you're always working on it. It's a nonstop endeavor.
Go ahead.
No, a lot of people. Well, Randy knows. I've launched an app in the past. It didn't go where I wanted it to, but I've been through the constant updatings and like, well, now we need to add a credit card system to it. Well, that changes everything. So, what was the biggest snag for you to get launched? Was there any roadblocks that you now know?
The whole thing was a roadblock. I needed to go out. I knew how sophisticated my algorithms were and how serious they were to be converted. I had to go out and find the best engineers in the world. Apple, Samsung, IRS, Space Force, little company called Snowflake. I had to recruit. The hardest part in the beginning was recruiting the talent.
These people want to help you because of what the app is. Did you have that end of it?
Convincing them of the big picture and convincing them of how special and big this is half the battle. The other half the battle is, these guys are so well demanded that the money is not gonna sparkle their feathers. So
what
they're
is it?
getting paid regardless from 18 other different
Yeah,
ways.
it doesn't
Correct.
matter where the
Correct.
revenue comes from. So is it that they look at it and they say, this is so unique, or they look at it and say, this is helping people, or what is it?
It's honestly, these guys, their attention spans are the worst I've ever seen. Getting them locked in on one task
Right.
is
It's torture.
is that alone is a task. So it's honestly being able to manage very smart, sophisticated people
It's a skill.
and get on their level.
It's a skill.
Yeah. And convincing them like this is where you need to focus your time.
Right. So you had to interview, right? All these different companies. Did they have to sign an NDA?
It's more than that. I had to get on planes and convince them.
Oh, wow.
These people want to know you're serious. You get on a plane and you go speak to them face to
You got to be
face.
in front of them.
And in the beginning, I hired so many different people to write so many different parts of this that so many different ends didn't know what they were writing. And then you hire a big team to put it all together.
So who you'll understand the question. Who's your client? I understand the client is somebody who wants to get sober. That's the easy answer.
I got 4 NYPD officers on my app right now.
Or NYPD.
My client is that person who doesn't know how to ask for help. My client is that person who doesn't, people with professions, real professions, they don't have any incentive to ask for help. A teacher will lose her classroom. A cop will be on desk duty for 2 years, lose his gun for 2 years, and have a mental health violation on his file. A lawyer can't ask for help. God forbid that lawyer tried cases. All those cases are on appeal.
So
It's a mess.
When I go on your app,
Totally anonymous.
that's what I was going to ask. You're totally.
Yeah.
So that information is not shared anywhere.
I don't sell it. I don't do anything. The only thing I do with that information is I use your information to better tweak your custom tailored program.
But I
so
would
no
expect
two
that.
programs can ever be the same.
Got it.
There's no more, when you go to an outpatient or an inpatient, they're all built the same. It's a cookie cutter program. They take off the shelf and they give it to you, and everyone has to take the same program. Yeah, there's some changes here and there.
Yeah.
But my program, my algorithms figure out what you're struggling with, and then
Question the ear
through the way the app is developed. So you answer. So the way the program works is you watch little micro chapters, segments, 90 seconds to 2 minute stops. When you're done watching the videos, you have to answer questions. Based on how you answer those questions, my algorithms, we figure out what you're struggling with and what what the problem is.
You're telling me right now that if I reach out to you and I download the app, this is the introduction to the app. This is how you get to the program.
Right. So when you're done answering the questions, we custom tailor the first, second, third generation follow-up questions based on the data that we know you're struggling with. So like if Randy went into the hospital and said, I think I broke my left arm, the doctor is only going to temporarily look at your right arm to compare your motions, see what you got going on. Then he's not looking at your right arm anymore. He can care less about your right arm. We're hyper-focusing on your left arm because that's what you say you think you broke. So that's what we do. We hyper-focus on the struggles of the individual, and we don't praise them too much on what they're good at. So if you're really good at being honest, I'm not going to toot your horn. My algorithms are not going to toot your horn about how good you are being honest. That's not going to get you sober.
Right.
We need to peel that onion
And get
to the root core of the issue.
Right.
So it's deeping. Are you doing deep dives into people's childhood and all these things that?
Oh, we go so deep.
That's what
it's called
she said.
computational psychology.
And who on the other side? Who is it? Is it a team? Is it AI? Is it you? Is it?
So all my algorithms are basically it's all logicked out. So it's like if you said on our app, like, I think I'm getting divorced today. Where's the nearest bridge closest to my house? Like, we're not going to point you to the bridge.
Yeah, I get it.
This is the biggest bridge we can find.
If you're gonna do it, this is the bridge you should do it. Right. That's I get it.
No,
I
so
get
there's
it.
parameters and logic in my algorithms, but we also have a 24/7 AI generative sponsor. So like you can just talk to your AI guide. Her name is Sky. She's our little character. She's
Nice.
fully trained in all our programs. You know,
it.
we have over 300 different programs in the app.
Wow.
It's
Nice.
almost like the Netflix of addiction.
You're like an important secret. You can't be a secret. I mean, what you're doing is you're helping people. You know what? You know what I find fascinating about this journey? This is somebody who, and we've heard this story before, that something negative was going on in their life, and they were able to flip it to a positive, recognize what they're dealing with, and how what they're dealing with or have dealt with could help other people. My journey can help other people. It's exactly what B2B with Randy and Craig is about. Our show is all about the journey. If someone else could do it, you could do it. And I think
If
that's
I
just
can do it, anyone could do it.
right.
You know?
And this is coming from somebody who was incarcerated. This is coming from somebody, you started out saying you've been fighting this since as long as you can remember.
Yeah.
Right? And if you could do it, anybody
But
can
it's
do it.
not just me. Like everyone in the world has been fighting something since some time.
Yes.
You know, healing is a real messy and dirty thing, but it's so freaking awesome.
I agree.
The journey
It's
is
a
personal.
messy
It's
journey.
hard
It's a
to
messy
do,
process,
and yeah,
but it's so worth
gratifying.
it.
So B2B with Randy and Craig isn't just a podcast, it's a marketing powerhouse. Online marketing, websites, photo and video, Google Ads, podcast studio, we got it all here. So be our guest, share your story, build your brand, and let us supercharge your social media marketing with B2B. Visit B2B with Randy and Craig.com.
B2B. It's not so easy. It's not so easy. So I was going to ask you. My next question was going to be, and I don't know if it makes sense. If there's a book that you would recommend to our listeners, but I'm going to ask that: is it the book that the police officer Cook gave you?
No. So all right. So in the world of recovery, there's like a million different flavors, a million styles. You know, not everyone is AA. Not everyone is NA. Not everyone is 12-step. You got the SMART program. You know, you got, the Bible. There's a million ways to get sober. You have to figure out which way is your style.
What flavor
So
works
my
for you.
personal community are people like we are in AA. To me, that's not just the whole solution, though. It's a long-term solution. But my program is really I have guys in AA with 15, 20 years of sobriety who are on my app, and they're like, wow.
Why?
Like,
Because they love the community?
they're just constantly trying to elevate their sobriety.
So there's levels of this
Yeah.
is something I didn't realize. So you could say to yourself, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, but I cheat. No, I cheat on my wife. I'm making up. So you're really not sober.
I don't look at you as sober.
Right, but the average person.
But that's my personal view.
But I get that. So I would look at that person, he's sober, but he's, doesn't do the right
Sober,
thing.
he's just a big asshole.
Don't leave him alone with your wife.
Yeah. So everyone knows me to be the undisputed cinematography champion of the world. It's kind of my niche, my shtick. It's what gets me remembered. Do you at SoberIn40 have a catch line, a motto of that helps people? Boom.
People think that the name SoberIn40. Oh, I'll get sober in 40 days and then I'm out. Not if you start SoberIn40, you realize it's not even close to like that. After 40 days, you just have a chance at a sober lifestyle.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
You're on the
sobriety is
path.
never ending.
You're on the path.
Like there's no finish line to this. People think, oh, I did 90 days in rehab. Good job. You just got a chance to not die.
Yeah.
Spencer, what, as a businessman, what is it that gives you the sense of accomplishment? Is it the development of the app? Is it the combination of the app and helping people? Maybe helping people is just a side effect of it. And what you really love is the fact that you've created technology that is changing the way people think. I don't know.
I do like the concept of being a disruptor, but it just perfectly aligns with my purpose in life. So it's almost like the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like what happened to you had to happen for this to happen.
Yeah.
and then this is going to help other people.
Absolutely.
So you sacrifice.
And like, what else is there to do in life? You help people. You know, people when you die, they're not gonna stand around your casket and be like, that guy Randy, man, he had some real cool cars. You know, he had some good houses. You know, remember that real estate deal he did? They're not gonna talk about any of that. They're only gonna think about how you made them feel.
Talk about your family. Talk about your friends.
What you,
talk about
how
what
you
contribute.
influence
Yep.
people,
100%.
how you helped people navigate this journey in life, and that's really it. At the end of the day, it's how are you going to help people?
I think that's
what
well
are you
said.
gonna, where are
That's
you going to
important.
find your fulfillment? You know, being sober and not feeling fulfilled, that's a messy road.
In your experience, most people that find sobriety also are fulfilled. I'm asking.
They're on that journey of finding it.
If they have clear head now.
It doesn't just happen all at once.
Right.
Right.
Some people, it happens 10 years later, but they were constantly and consecutively doing the right thing.
In your business model, what's the biggest challenge? Is it financial? Is it people? Is it a combination? What do you find is the biggest challenge?
I get a lot of pushback from the mental health community because they feel like I'm a threat to them.
Because you're saying, I want to get people off prescription drugs as well. I'm going to do this. I'm asking. I don't know.
A therapist, right? You take a therapist, you sit in front of a therapist for an hour a week, you pay the therapist $200. It's a business deal.
Yeah.
That therapist isn't picking up her phone at 11:37 p.m.
No.
That's unprofessional.
No, I get it. This
Right.
is a real.
Sobriety is a 24/7 thing. I might be in a crisis. I need you to pick up. They're not.
Right.
So, you know, I've created a digital tool to fill the gaps in where the addiction space is lacking.
And how does somebody find your app and find you?
You just type in SoberIn40, all one word, in either your Apple App Store or your Samsung Play.
SoberIn and
The number's
FO.
40. Yeah, or you can go
FO.
40.
Have
Or you
another
can-
one, Randy.
You can go on our website. You know, so the way the program works real quick is you do the 40-day intensive program.
Right.
And then when you're done with the 40-day intensive program, you get channeled into the 120-day aftercare program.
Uh-huh.
And then when you're done with the aftercare program, you have 300 different courses that are 14 days long, super niche courses on that, you know, things that you're going to need while you get sober.
Yeah,
you know, like
the tools to help you.
a course on how to co-parent while one parent is still using. Like real world situations.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
Real shit that people go through. How to regain your workplace environment trust back.
What are you doing on social media to spread the awareness of the app?
I'm just being forced by my mentors to come out in front of the camera
You're
and
doing
start
great.
doing social media.
Yeah.
I love being behind the scenes. But you know,
Getting outside your comfort zone.
my cost to the program is so cheap. I wanted to make this where you can't say the cost is the dilemma to getting sober.
It's your own. You're the dilemma.
Right. For the price of a salad, you can have a monthly subscription to my program.
Awesome.
Right? I don't care if you have insurance or not. For $39.99, get into the game. You have no excuses.
Clean yourself up.
Yeah.
Clean yourself up.
So the biggest challenge is, since it's such a low ticket item, you know, a lead in the addiction space is $4,000 or $5,000. I can't pay $4,000 or $5,000 when I'm charging someone who's down on their luck $30, $40 a month.
Right.
So do you have people come? What is your website, by the way?
SoberIn40.com.
So are you getting people going to the site and signing up?
We're really big in the prison system, and that's why we're trying to take this. We're in 16 federal and state prisons in 8 different states.
helping the inmates.
The same prisons who once held me now pay me to help
awesome.
That's a
their inmates get sober.
I'm gonna pull
That's-
that line
That's
out.
the beauty in.
Tell me about Officer Cook anywhere.
I tried to find him. It's very hard. It's very hard to find these guys.
Yeah, I can
They're
imagine.
federal employees.
Yeah, I could imagine. I could imagine.
But I did reach out to the warden of MDC. Is a friended me on LinkedIn, and I had him send him a message for me.
That's good. I'm sure that guy.
Yeah,
it
they'll
that's
let
his
him know.
sense of
Yeah.
accomplishment. I mean, that's what he deals with. We're running out of time, but I got to tell you, man, great stuff, and keep doing what you're doing. Good luck with, and stay on the path.
Thank you.
And more importantly, keep helping people, man.
If anyone is watching this, if you have any friends or family who you think are struggling, get on the website, message me. like my phone doesn't shut off. I live, breathe, sleep recovery.
Love it.
This is what we do 24/7.
Greg, when you cut up that part right there, that gets posted immediately. We're gonna help people. Say the website again.
SoberIn40.com. Get on there and take the first step.
Spencer Cook. Craig, take us home.
If you want to be a guest on B2B with Randy and Craig, go to b2bwithrandyandcraig.com. And from B2B with Randy and Craig, that's a wrap.
Thank you for tuning in to B2B with Randy and Craig. Looking forward to hanging with you next week.